Well, I'm back in the shop working on the Harley again, still trying to chase down this noise that the primary's making. Well, let's take it outside and I'll show you exactly how it sounds. That, in my opinion, is in no way right. And to recap what I've done on it, pat it apart. I changed the oil. There's no sparkly in the oil. The oil looks good. Nothing appears to be coming apart in there. It's always been a little bit noisy, and it really started bothering me a month or so ago at a motorcycle rally because I was riding around without my earplugs in at low speed, and it just sounded crappy. So I noticed that the tensioner was really super grooved up, and here's what it looked like. And at the time, I really didn't realize that they were perfectly flat to start with. I figured they had grooves, kind of like a timing chain guide on a car. So I thought, well, it's the little shoe on there that's making the noise because it's a hard plastic. So I got a new one of them, got a chain at the same time because I thought, well, it's been over tightened and the chain is stretched. But the problem was I ordered it from Dennis Kirk, and the one they listed for the XR was the 96 pin that fits a regular Sportster. So I ended up sending that back, put the tensioner in without a new chain, fired it up, and the noise was like it is now, which is about twice as bad as what it was before. So then we're like, I think it is. My theory now is that the chain is stretched and that it is just the ramp angle that chain is going over that tensioner. As you can see under here, when the chain is adjusted properly, that adjuster bolt is up inside the nut. And it seems like on the Buells, they stuck out, at least a 1/4 of an inch out the bottom of that nut. So I'm thinking that it is, that as the chain comes around, it's hitting this at a much sharper angle instead of gliding across it. Because last time I had it apart, I put a new one in. This is a brand new Harley one. I'd put in a Twin Power or whatever. No, Drag Specialties. I'd put in a Drag Specialties tensioner. It looks exactly like this, same hard plastic. But it was already getting some grooves cut in that very front edge. So I'm thinking it's just the angle of approach. And you can adjust that chain to too tight to where it's starting to whine, and you can adjust it, and it doesn't make any difference in that growly noise. And the only time it makes a difference is if you adjust it so loose that the chain is flopping. Then it starts to go away a little bit. But I did notice that if you put it in gear, start letting the clutch out like you're going to take off, the noise disappears. So that's tighten the chain across the top and letting it glide over this a little more is my thinking. So since I couldn't find a chain anywhere else, bought one straight from Harley Davidson, which is absolutely fine. I'm just used to buying mostly aftermarket stuff. But there's a brand new Harley chain, so we're going to tear it down and we're going to put this in and see what happens. Hey, here's what we're looking at as far as slack in this chain. Now, I don't know if that's good, bad. The Buells always ran quiet and never gave me any trouble primary-wise. There's with that in there. That's just kind of noisy the way that runs over that leading edge. So pull that off, compare this chain to the brand new one, see what it looks like. Here's the chain side by side on the workbench. So you can see the old one has quite a bit more curve when it's laid there. That's one way you look at like drive chains, see when they're on their side, it gives you an idea how much the pins are worn. I couldn't find anything in the service manual about measuring, sometimes they'll say like measure 21 pins and it'll give you a length that it should be. I couldn't find anything. Pretty much said if you can't adjust it anymore, get a new chain. And here is both chains hanging. Just got them hanging off a 1/4 inch ratchet. And the old one has definitely got some stretch to it. Whether that'll make any difference at all, we'll find out. That's a big difference. I don't know if you can see it, but the front end of the chain is not trying to wrap around the tensioner like it was before. So hopefully this does the trick. Because this is really the only thing that I don't like about this bike. Is this freaking primary noise. If I can get that fixed, 100% happy with this bike. There's your 1/2 inch of chain slack. And look how much bolt we still got sticking out. Yeah, I think I'm on the right track. Okay, she's all back together, rolled it outside, put it in fifth, moved the chain around, checked in 3 places, everything's still good. Nice 1/2 inch of slack, so let's fire it up and see how it sounds. Too bad I didn't get a chain the first time I changed the tensioner, because that fixed it right up. That sounds about like the Buells did. Of course, the engines are a little noisy and rattly, and that's just part of them, but don't have that grinding sound in the primary anymore. So I'm a happy man. Gonna ride the crap out of it now. Like and subscribe is always appreciated. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.